Hello and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 visual novel and narrative game design online course. In the last video we finished our main menu functionality, and if we run it, it quits game or it starts game and reads out music. And in this one it's time to start with our script manager, our blueprint that will basically control everything. So let's open the gameplay map. Let's right click and create a blueprint class of the type actor. Now I'm gonna name this bp underscore script manager, and we should explain a little bit the loop here, but before we do that, let's enter the blueprint script manager, compile and save, and go to event graph. And on begin play, we're not gonna need these two, the tick and begin overlap. So on begin play, let's create widget and add the loading screen and promote a variable screen on player controller and viewport. So the loading we created on the main level, let's bring the blueprint also inside the map and see it here. So from the main menu, when we press play and we press start game, we are showing the loading screen, and now it opened the next level, and you can see script manager here. We are on gameplay level and we still see the loading screen because we're creating on begin play. This is inside the level, so it all stitches up together. So now after this we're gonna need to bring our HUD and do some things, but let's explain the first part of the logic, because we're gonna need to create some variables. So I'm gonna bring paint. It's time to show my wonderful artistic skills again. And let's explain the script loop basically. So when we press click, this is click, this is the event. When we press mouse click, we want basically, let's simplify it right now. We want to do the actual code, but what we want to do is get the line of the script. This is script page. We are on line 1. First click, get line 1. Second click, get line 2, line 3, line 4, etc. And based on that line, some things will happen. We are gonna see later. So some of the events want to go on their own. Like from 4, it wants to go to 5. And from 5, then we want to be able to click again. So this will be a certain loop by itself that decides that does it continue on its own or does it wait for a click input. Our script will be divided on some specific events. We're going to create an enumeration. An enumeration is enum. Is a list basically. It's a list that you cannot edit on runtime. Well, on C++ you could create custom enumerations that you can edit on runtime, and there are ways, but basically it's something that you do not edit. It's a list of whatever you want basically. It takes a string as a name. We're gonna show this. So our list will be consisting of a dialog event, focused event, a fade-in event, game over, of course, and the yes/no question and the multiple choice questions. And based on these categories, I think these are it. Based on these categories, like if line 1 is, let's say, dialogue, then fire the dialogue line. If line 2 is a dialogue, fire the dialogue line again. If line 3 is fading, then fire the fading event. This is what helps us to have things on an enumeration. So the first part of our framework for our script will be what happens based on these events. So let's dig in. So the first thing we need to do is go to our blueprints, create a folder, and call it enums or enumerations. Call it as you like, actually. We are gonna storing our enumerations here. So I'm gonna right click and go to blueprint category, not blueprint class, and select enumeration. And I'm gonna call this e_script. Now we're gonna add some variables, 7 to be exact, and we're gonna name them. Let's start with game over, focused event. Like this is the dog that will pop or the breakfast. Current dialogue, of course. Multiple, not typing. Multiple choice. And yes, no. Fading. And change background. These are the categories actually we need for our script. Now you can always add more. An enumeration is it doesn't have limits. You can add as many as you want. Actually, it does have some kind of limits, but you can. But it's preset. If you're adding things outside of runtime, it's fine. Like if you wanted to add a change level event or more events of your choice. No. So the next thing we need to do is create a data table. And for that, we need also a struct. But I will leave this for the next lesson. So this is it for now. See you.